East Germany in midweek, now gets the number 7 shirt. Neil Orr drops out. Tony Cotty is the sub, and Dave Swindlehurst, the £200,000 buy from Derby County, makes his first home appearance. Watford also make changes. John Barnes goes back to a central attacking position. Jerry Armstrong drops to sub, and Richard Jobson comes in down the left flank. Kenny Jackett is suspended, and Jan Lohmann takes his place. And the referee is Alan Robinson of Hampshire, and this is his 1000th game. So in brilliant sunshine, Watford in second place in the First Division and seeking to erase the memories of that 4-0 defeat at Stoke last week. They attack the goal to our left and concede a free kick straight away, but fouled by Lohmann on Alan Dickens. Billy Bonds got the free kick for West Ham, who haven't ruled themselves even at this stage out of the possibility of qualifying for Europe next season, although they lie 14th in the table. One win in their last 12 games. Swindlehurst versus Sims. Sims winning it, Les Taylor getting it away. A particularly good clearance there by Ray Stewart. Martin, Goddard. And away goes Van der Elst. Devonshire outside him. Rice doing the shadowing for Watford. Van der Elst. Now Pike. There's a good ball played to Devonshire. And now for Goddard, onside. And the cross cleared by Ian Bolton. Lampard turning it in again, and Swindlehurst getting in there. Oh, and against the crossbar. Nearly a marvellous first appearance in front of the West Ham crowd. And Dave Swindlehurst going in with a header. And coming back off the Watford crossbar. Blissett nodding that one back. Martin turning it back. Rostron. Blissett's ball just kept in by Richard Jobson. But Martin winning it for West Ham. Stewart. No way back to the keeper. It's Pat Rice. Well, that was not quite up what Alvin Martin intended, but it nonetheless fell at the feet of Van der Elst, who's held off by Rostron, gets it back. John Barnes. Thumping it in there. And a goal! Callaghan getting in at the far post. And West Ham were badly caught out there. It's a pretty old Watford trick, to be honest. Ball's driven in low across the 6-yard area, hoping that somebody gets in at the far post, as Nigel Callaghan did there, and Watford go into the lead. I think they look around at Frank Lampard, such a good defender for West Ham for so long, but he certainly didn't spot Callaghan coming in. And a very good start indeed for the visitors. Turning Rice one way. He's got the pace to get past him. He gets a corner. Alvin Martin saying, hold on a minute, let me get forward. And Billy Bonds has come forward too. So Martin there, and Rice, you can see, saying, mark that man. And still Martin gets a little header in. And in the end, it's Bolton who hooks it clear. Pike's header. Devonshire just keeping it in. Pike playing it forward again. Martin having stayed up there, but Rice for Watford. Pike once again. Now Dickens turning quickly towards Van der Elst. 1-1. A mistake by Watford, and they are punished by the Belgian Van der Elst. Turned in by Dickens. And the clearance fell straight to Francois Van der Elst, and that makes it 1-1. it was Ian Bolton who didn't quite get the touch that was required. So if you lay a certain amount of blame at the feet of Frank Lampard for Watford's goal, the same can be said for Ian Bolton for West Ham's equaliser. 2 defensive errors, 2 goals and 1-1. The claim and the free kick goal. They are quite an ingenious side of Watford when it comes to free kicks from this sort of distance inwards. Bolton and Callaghan are behind it. Callaghan jumping over it. Bolton driving it wide of the West Ham goal, which indicates that the wall was pretty well lined up. Whistle have gone. Free kick to West Ham. Freddie Bonds. Swindlehurst. Oh, touching it again for Goddard by Swindlehurst. Can he turn? He can, but it's wide and a goal kick. I have to say there have been some really nice delicate touches by Swindlehurst in this opening period, and a little header on there for Goddard. And the turn wasn't quite effective enough. Certainly a good atmosphere here at Upton Park. And Jobson just taking it off the England international. And Barnes, support up there from Blissett and from Callaghan on the far side. He knows where to find him again. And this time Lampard knows that he was there and is quite happy to duck in and concede the corner. See Sims and Bolton arriving, with Swindlehurst going back. And Barnes again with this corner. Flicked in there. Well, Sims flicked it on and Rostron almost got it in. And a certain number of inquests going on in that West Ham defence, uppermost between Stewart and Pike, on how it was that Rostron was allowed to float in on the far post. It was certainly a good flick on. Swindlehurst up well. Well, this might fall. A couple of Watford players getting in each other's way now. Alan Dickens. Oh! Well, Van der Elst hit that superbly on the volley. Again, Dickens. What a youngster he is. And what a volley that was, but it was just a fraction too high. Play by Devonshire. Finding Swindlehurst. Played back nicely by Swindlehurst for Devonshire. What a good run. All the way into the box. And, well, nearly finished off by Goddard. And a brilliant run down the left by Alan Devonshire. And Sherwood is injured. The run by Devonshire, the little flick there. Then a collision that has left the keeper injured, and the referee speaking to Francois van der Elst. A run by Alan Devonshire, and maybe that's the answer to the England manager Bobby Robson, who had a little bit of criticism of Devonshire after that performance against Greece on Wednesday night, where he felt that Devonshire hadn't played up to his England form, up to his club form. Free kick to West Ham. Bonds. Swindlehurst. Already taken. Devonshire now for Lampard, That's a nice little chip towards Swindlehurst. Played it again, and Goddard, but it was saved right on the line. Goddard went away thinking he'd put it into the back of the net. Swindlehurst, a good header back here, and saved right on the line there. That's a West Ham throw. Devonshire quick to spot that Goddard might be available, and took it on well himself. Again Lampard's in there, and again he's onside, and it won't go in. And Van der Elst has put it wide. Well, twice Devonshire and Lampard have combined superbly down that left in the space of a minute. Twice it looked odds on a West Ham goal, and twice they've been denied, this time by the post. Flick off the keeper onto the post, and then Van der Elst blasting it wide. Martin's header. Can Jobson turn it back? Can he get the better of Stewart? He can. And the header by Barnes didn't leave West Ham with an awful lot of breathing space. Half-time whistle, and what a good first half. Applause all around the ground for it, with Callaghan having put Watford into the lead and Van der Elst having scored an equaliser for West Ham, and Lampard hitting the post for West Ham just before the end, Swindlehurst having hit the crossbar early in the game for West Ham. But a first half that leaves you waiting with keen anticipation for the second, and a half-time score at Upton Park, which West Ham won, Watford won. And certainly plenty for some of those faithful West Ham fans to find plenty to talk about at half-time. So West Ham start the second half with a score at 1-1. And remembering, no doubt, that they were beaten 2-1 at Vicarage Road when the teams met in December. To stop Richard Jobson now. Now we get it onto the left foot, and the shot is straight at Phil Parks. Again Devonshire. Oh, he's got down to Rice quite easily there. But Rice is after him again. The crowd were warning him, but he released it just in time to find Alan Dickens, who's now got problems with Bowman, but still finds Goddard. Looks for just that yard, finds it for Van der Elst, and no, it wasn't there in the end because it ricochets off Rostron, and away come Watford. A really pleasant move forward by West Ham, inspired again by Devonshire. Very nearly finished off by Goddard. John Lyle down on the bench, as he has indeed for most of the first half as well. In the background, Trevor Brooking. And good to say that man immediately behind John Lyle there, Pat Holland, has begun to get into the action again after a long problem with injury. Goddard. Devonshire once more. Once more, he looks as though he might have the better of Rice, or has he? Well, another free kick, a foul by Pat Rice this time. And a chance for West Ham to turn the screw a little bit on Watford. Still half an hour to go, and still 1-1. Devonshire with a kick. Played in to Dickens. Oh, he did well. And a nice little chip for Swindlehurst. So Dave Swindlehurst, his first home appearance for his new club West Ham, and he puts them into the lead. But look again at the contribution there by Alan Dickens. What a lovely little turn, a little flick, and a really delightful left foot cross. Swindlehurst's header and West Ham's goal. The sits. Jobson. And Elst coming and tackling back. And just finding Devonshire once again, but the whistle had gone. And a free kick to West Ham. Ray Armstrong warming up, the Watford sub. And a ball out of play. Jerry Armstrong will come on, and it'll be Jan Lohmann who's going off. So Lohmann will go off, and Armstrong will come on to an attacking position, putting Richard Jobson back into midfield. Foul by Bonds on Blissett, free kick to Watford. West Ham with everybody now behind ball. Callaghan performing little miracles out there, but will he get himself enough space to cross the ball, or will Stewart tie him down? In the end, he plays it for Sims. Pike, rigging himself clear very well then, and then tried a little too much. And it might take Billy Bonds to finish the job. A booking there for Billy Bonds. He clattered into Blissett when he was on the ground, and the West Ham skipper goes in the book. Will be Bolton with the free kick for Watford, and Richard Jobson is limping very badly for Watford, who've already made their substitution, remember. Callaghan running over the ball. Blasted and tipped away by Bolton's shot, tipped away by Parks. For another corner. Callaghan's corner, and a good one. Parks was there. And with a little under a quarter of an hour left, you certainly wouldn't rule out the possibility of a Watford equaliser. The pressure's been good and fairly sustained over the last 10 minutes or so. Free kick to Watford again, and if Watford have a slight problem with Richard Jobson, then West Ham at the moment have got a problem with David Swindlehurst. Well, maybe this is how it happened. Oh yes, he pulled something as he ran, and so Swindlehurst will go off. And young Tony Cottee, you remember, we saw him on his first appearance score here for West Ham against Tottenham. Well, Swindlehurst is getting a very good round of applause. This is the first time they've seen him in a West Ham shirt here at Upton Park. And they've seen him score. And he's gone down the tunnel now. And Cottee is on. Present quite the threat in the air, but he's nippy on the ground, is Cottee, and Sherwood just saving from Devonshire. Taylor, Barnes, Devonshire took action. Lampard finds Goddard. Pike was very nearly released from the midfield then, but here's Jobson, dispossessed by his own player, Jerry Armstrong, but he finds Pat Rice. It is a good spell, this, by Watford. And now Barnes, and a goal kick. Pike will just get in there for West Ham. Western with the throw, with the substitute ball for the last couple of seconds. And West Ham have won it. Callaghan having put Watford into the lead, and then Van der Elst and Swindlehurst in his first home appearance scoring for West Ham. And Alan Devonshire disappointed himself, having shown none of his true club form for England against Greece on Wednesday, back to his best form here with Bobby Robson watching as well. Final score then, West Ham 2, Watford 1.
Well, a game to enjoy there, though the pleasure of West Ham's third victory in the league this year was spoiled a little for their manager John Lyall. The injuries to his new centre-forward, Dave Swindlehurst, is a pulled hamstring. He's almost certain to miss Tuesday's game at Swansea. Said John Lyall, he showed that he's got all-round qualities. It looks as though he'll respond to our type of game, and he started a lot of movements for us. And quite rightly, he paid tribute to Watford, always coming forward in a very entertaining game. And incidentally, Bobby Robson, critical of Alan Devonshire's play for England on Wednesday, made a point of going to the West Ham dressing room afterwards and congratulating Devonshire on his performance today.